to all that. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Miko. I am a targeted individual, a victim of gang stalking as well. I'm being car mobbed as we speak. I'm being car mobbed. Isn't it wonderful? The devil is always present in some type of way. Excuse me for 1 second. I mean, it just never fails. He's always present, you know. Now they want to try to drive sensibly. But, you know, it's what they do. This is what you call being car mobbed and a noise campaign. This is done by spirits. See, understand something. The people who are doing this don't understand what they are doing. You know, it's easy for these entities or spirits to jump in and out of people and make them do their bidding at will. You know, it's probably about almost 11 o'clock at night and I stay on a residential street. So this is not a you know, like a main highway or anything that I'm off of. I'm on a residential street. But when people come back and they tell me that, I'm not saying that the government is not gang stalking you. What I am saying is that if the government is gang stalking you, they're full of demons. They're being used by these same entities. You understand what I'm saying? So ultimately, it all boils down to it being spiritual. This is what I go through on a nightly basis. It boils down to it all being spiritual, either way it go. You know, that's the same way where people say that people are breaking into their homes and they are stealing, I mean, not stealing, but poisoning their food, and people are breaking into their homes and they're moving stuff around and so forth, so forth. I get what you're saying, but what I'm telling them is that they don't have to pay anybody any gift cards or pay anybody anything. I mean, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? If you understand where I'm coming from. Because it's easy for these entities or these spirits to just jump into people and cause them to react in such a manner. You know, I don't need to pay anybody anything because I can just jump into you. Because I would say 80% of the world's population are narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths. These people, I won't say that, I used to say they don't have souls. What I can say is that their souls are tethered. They no longer have a connection with their soul. So if you don't have a connection with your soul, that means that there's an empty vessel there. And if there's an empty vessel there, then that's perfect for demonic entities to come in and run you. And it's a helicopter thing up there. That's more gang stalking. It's just ridiculous what I go through. You know, the other day they came by, shot at my house 4 times, and they did it in the air, but regardless, You know, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but spiritual principalities and evil wickedness in high places. These are spirits that are gang stalking us. These are spirits that are harassing us. These are spirits. They may come in the same form. They don't like me talking about this. They might come in the same form as a human being, but ultimately inside of these people are demonic spirits. You know, the people that are doing these things are just being used. They're like puppets, or should I say, like, the vessels are empty. You know, it's kind of like if you had a robot. Well, the robot only does what it's programmed to do, and that's what these people are doing. They're programmed by demonic entities and by the Matrix. So basically, these people are used. Oh, here we go. These people are used by this demonic system that we live in. You know, I understand what everybody is trying to say, but I've been around a long time. I'm not gonna really say my age, but I've been around long enough to know when I'm being attacked by demons. You know, and I believe that if you just want my opinion is that, of course, they want you to believe that it's the government, so you don't look into spiritual things. Because if you think it's the government, you'll never look into the spiritual aspects of the gang stalking. You know, their whole goal is to lead you down a rabbit hole, lead you down the wrong path. Every time you think you know what it is, the rabbit hole gets deeper and deeper and deeper. You know, but ultimately, if you know that this is all spiritual and that it's demonic forces, anything that deals with spirits has to deal with God, and they know that. They want to keep you looking in the wrong direction. You know, I'm not saying that people aren't doing certain things to you. I'm not saying that they don't have certain technology or certain weapons. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they do. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, they are being channeled by spirits. You understand what I'm saying? So it's still all demonic. And if you don't know what you are fighting, it's hard to fight something that you don't know what you're fighting. Either way go, if it is the government, if it is a special task force that's set out to harm us Christians, they are still led by demonic forces. These are not regular people. These are just empty vessels. We are living amongst people who are whose souls are tethered. You know, we are the elect, and they know it. And I think if we don't begin to realize who our enemy is, we can't fight it. You know, I just want everybody to understand who the real enemy is, because once you begin to know who your enemies are, you know how you can fight them and what you got to use to fight them and how you got to do it. But if you're running around here talking about the government and signing petitions and you know, signing petitions and trying to take the government to court, and I mean, it's doing us no good. I think that we need to begin to pray. You know, we have to fight them in the spirit. We have to put on the full armor of God. We have to fight them in the spirit. We can't fight them physically. I don't care what you do and how you do it. We will never, ever be able to fight this battle physically, because it's a spiritual battle that we're facing. You know, but that's just my opinion. You know what they say about an opinion. Opinion's like everybody got one. So, you know, everybody got theirs and I got mine, and I just hope that people will wake up and realize what we're dealing with, you know. And that's all I got for you guys tonight. You guys have a blessed day and be safe. All right, bye.